All right, I guess we'll get started now. It's 4 o'clock. AJ, do you want to start off?
Yep. So first off, I'd like to welcome everyone here. So this will be our presentation on our LA management system. So the LA Learning Assistant Program, it was started in the spring of 2018, and it exists to help first-year students in computer science and engineering. To do so, the program recruits, trains, and manages learning assistants. LAs are undergraduate students, particularly skilled in supporting students in their learning. Over the past 2 years, the program has grown from supporting just one course to actually supporting 4 different courses. There'll be 155E, 156, 101, and 155N. The LA program also looks forward to continuing its mission with the assistance of automation and technology. So special thanks to everyone that helps our team on this project. I know we couldn't have done a lot of this without the help of these people. So we got the sponsors, that'd be Dr. Koopman and Dr. Samal. Them especially, they played a huge role in our success and kind of gave us guidance and direction when we needed it. The LAs, Hunter, Robin, and Ryan, once again, just a special thanks to them. They helped out a lot. And then the CSE system managers, those would be Scott, Wayne, and Charles. A special thanks to you guys. Our tribe lead, Dr. Garvin. Project manager, Bill Browning. Special thanks to everyone there. Couldn't have done anything remotely close to how we did it without the help of you guys. Really appreciate it. So for our team, we had Peng Zhang as a squad lead and development manager. He's a computer science senior. Our project manager was Nick Gerbstein. He's a computer science junior. And then we got 4 developers. One of them was me, AJ Turner. I'm a computer science junior. Another developer was Anaru. He's a computer engineering student. And then our last 2 developers was Austin and Quiji. Next slide.
All right, so the problem that and the opportunity that we got in this project through the Learning Assistant program is that they're currently using a system with Google Forms and spreadsheets to keep track of all the data when it comes to hiring, evaluations, and so on and so forth. So this has helped through until like recently, when the systems are growing so much, it's getting harder to keep track of everything with these Google spreadsheets. So the opportunity that we had is to automate some of these essential functions of the program and make a one-stop location and a centralized area location for all these needs. And then so there were some good lessons learned in this project, and the first one being requirement solicitation. So that was really key for this project to go through. There's a lot of different practices that they were using in the past, and getting those requirements and learning about those and what to put in the application was very crucial. We had to do several rounds of wireframes in order to make sure all the requirements were set, and so the project was good to go on a good path. And then stakeholder communication was also a really big thing. We had to communicate with many stakeholders when it comes to current LAs, learning what they would like to see, get some of their feedback, especially the sponsors too, helping us communicate with them when we need help and information pertaining to the project. So like past forms they use that we could reference in order to help integrate that into the application. And the CSE system managers also for helping us set up the CAS system and all that. And then the last lesson we learned is how to effectively go through an agile and iterative development practices. So as a team, we definitely improved this over the year. We learned how to have effective meetings, how to identify our risks and roadblocks, and basically just communicate with each other at a high level where we always know where we're at in a project, where we have issues, and following all those standard agile practices. And then so for the solution we built, it's a one-stop website that can be used for LA hiring, LA office hours, evaluations, and an on-demand appointment request system for students. It's all in that one application. And then we also, when we were building the solution, we also had to account for the growing LA program. So the LA program is constantly growing and always expanding, and they're planning on expanding even more in the future. So we had to plan for that when making this. So we added some features such as editable forms that can, as the forms change, they can edit those as they please. They can add courses as they please, and they can add specific LAs as they please to the specific courses.
So we'll just go over a quick overview on kind of what that project looks like. So this is our admin home screen. As you can tell, it's separated in different sections. You have the senior leader links, and then you also have open appointments. Under open appointments, you can see where basically it'll list all the appointments that are available. And then under that, you have accepted appointments. And then also, if you look off to the bottom right, you can click on details, and every individual appointment that is being made, someone can write in kind of like what they are having issues with. So you just click on that, and it kind of gives you a little brief overview before you actually go into the appointment. Next slide. So for the next tab, we have courses. Under the courses, this is where an admin can actually go in and add and update courses. So if later the LA program is expanding and they want to add another course, you can do so here. This also creates a, you can create and link it to a Slack channel. So the LAs will get notified on that. And then at the bottom down there, you have the LA list. That basically just shows the list of LAs. It also shows whether or not they're allowed to change office hours. So initially, their office hours are set. So once they actually become an LA and select office hours, they're not allowed to change them unless they get prior approval. And then you can actually go in here and allow them to change office hours. All right, next slide. And then our hiring tab, this is a huge one. This basically does all of our internal hiring for the LA program. So up at the top here, we have hiring applications, and under there is a list of everyone that currently has an application pending. You can go through there, see who's all listed there, do different things with the application, such as withdrawing an application, scheduling interviews, so a wide range of things. And then next slide.
All right, and so this would be the admin settings page here. So all the different things they can. So they have the user list, which is here they can see all the different users in it, and they can change roles. So they can search and change it. So if someone was a student prior, but they got hired as an LA, they'll find them in the system and change their role to an LA, and they can change people's roles as they please. And below that, they also have hiring settings where they can change and edit the hiring forms, when to open the application, and when it closes. They can set all that in there. And then email and URL settings, so they can set their email that they would like to use for the admin messages, and the URL settings to set the URL for the program. And then calendar link is part of the hiring settings, where they can link a calendar for when people are scheduling for interviews. They can link a calendar that's available to students to see when they can schedule an interview. Other than editable forms is just something we're proud of as a team, just being able to drag and drop fields. So as the requirements change for the application, they're allowed to do this drag and drop, and instead of going into code and changing forms, they can just do it here and save it. Student view is just a quick show of the student view where they request an appointment in the available office hours that they have. So students can see all the LAs and their office hours. They can filter by course. So if they're looking for a specific course, they can filter the list. And they can also request an appointment. So here's an example of what a requested appointment would look like. It's not accepted yet, so just still say requested. But once it was accepted, it'll go to accepted. And then the LA view will show basically for the LAs, their next appointment, if they have an appointment, their office hours for the current day, the appointment list. And the LA settings aren't shown here, but here they can set their office hours. They can go through, make announcements make special notes for students who go into their office hours if they're meeting with them. And that is all we have for today. Thank you all for listening. And if you would like to see any of the features that we just showed in more detail and have us demo them for you, feel free to stop by our virtual table.
All right, thank you to our presenters. If we could give a virtual round of applause, either through the chat or through the clap emote, that would be great.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks, everyone.
All right, and our next presentation will be in 5 minutes. It'll be the Surge program presentation.
This is the Surge team, Adam. Can we test to make sure our presentation is working real quick?
Yep, that's fine.
Oh. Okay. Can everybody see the presentation?
Yep. Yes.
All right.